Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to teach you how to access our new Google Classroom. The first thing you're going to do once you log on to your laptop is open your Google Explorer, your Chrome, and in there you're going to open a new tab. And within that tab, you're going to search for, if it's not apparent there, you're going to search for your Google sign-in. Once you get to the page where you're going to sign into your Google account, we are going to enter our school email address, not your personal Gmail, not an account you made with Gmail for another class, but literally your school email address. So your school email address will be your first name dot last name at stu.jefferson.kyschools.us. Once you click sign in, you'll be prompted for your password. Your password will be the same password you use to log on to your laptop. So to clarify that, it is your password that starts with JCPS, is your 2 initials, and is your 4-digit number. Once you're logged into Google Classroom, or to your school Google email, I'm going to have you search for Google Classroom. Once you open Google Classroom, you may have a class with another teacher. I know many of you have Miss Torkelson, so you probably have a class showing for her social studies class. You are going to click on the plus sign, and you're going to click on join class. At this point, you're going to enter the class code that I will have posted for you on this screen. Once you enter the class code, you will click on join. Once you have joined, you will see my classroom, and you may see Ms. Torkelson's social studies. You won't see this digital literacy because you have that with me, so you'll see her social studies if you have her for social studies. You will enter our classroom. Within our classroom, we have topics. And over on the left, we have due today, your tech tip report for basics section 1, quest 3. Over on the left, we also have different topics. Under the topic of assignments, you'll find things that are assignments that I'll enter, such as your tech tip report. Under the topic checklist, you're going to find a checklist for the different things or different sections of 21 Things for Students. So if we look over here on the main screen, if we scroll down to the very bottom, you can see the date at the very bottom is oldest, January 4th, January 4th, January 11th, January 11th. So it's oldest to newest. At the very bottom of the page is the basics checklist. When you open this checklist, you will see your copy of your checklist that you will submit to me. So as you work, you're going to work with 21 Things for Students. So you'll open a new tab, 21thingsforstudents.net. You will follow along, since this checklist is, you'll see at the top here, Basic Student Checklist, Quest 1 through Quest 8. This is Basics 1 on 21 Things for Students. It's our first section. And if we click on this right side account here, it's one of my favorite to use. I know there's another one under here. You will see Quest 1 through 4 is lumped together in this section here, Tech Tips Quest 1 through Quest 4. And we have another link here, Tech Skills Quest 5 through Quest 8. So we'll try to access Quest 1. We have now all of our Quest 1 through Quest 4 showing. Quest 1 is navigation, Quest 2 image capture, and so on. We're going to click on Quest 1 navigation, and we're going to show you how to use your checklist. and it's appeared, and I don't know why I'm still waiting for it. For Quest 1 navigation, let's go look at our checklist. The first thing it says here is Part 1, watch the video on navigation tips Part 1. Your video here on navigation tips is below. So you'll scroll down before the vocabulary, and this is where the assignments actually begin. This will be the video you will play. If there's a direct link to the video, I suggest clicking it, because often when you try to maximize a video, when you start playing in this format, it will not maximize and play correctly. So that's my little advice to you. When you're done watching this video, you will go back to your checklist. You can put your initials. That's if I typed my actual initials. Or you can put a check mark or an X to show you've completed that, that part of the checklist. Once you're done with this, I'll go back to my initials. Next you have that you did the navigation challenge. So you're going to scroll down and do that. And here it asks, how many clicks did it take? So you'll go back over. Below the video, you'll see we have a 4-click game rule. And you have steps 2 and 3 to try the 4-click challenge. You're going to start by clicking the map of Michigan and see if you can get back there. Once you've finished, Michigan is actually at the top. A couple people had trouble finding that last year, I recall. So once you are done with those 2 things, let's just say it took us 4 clicks. You're going to go to the next part of the checklist, and this is the last example I'm going to show you before I go into the assignments. Here we have clicked on the plus symbol to expand, show the hidden text and Bella's picture, then the minus sign to contract or hide it. So let's go back over here. Here it says, step 3, by using the plus to expand the content block below, expand, contract, minus and plus, click the minus and plus to see this information. Bella says, congratulations, you use the plus to expand to see this. And we're going to contract it again. So you just follow through with the steps on the checklist, and each time you complete something, you go back to your checklist and mark it off. If you ever get lost as to where you are, you can go back above and see you are in Basics, Quest 1, Navigation, and where you are on the checklist should match where you are in 21 Things for Students. Let's close this for now. And the checklist. So up above this we have a tech tip report that's due for Basics Quest 3. This tech tip report, you're going to get your own copy, and you're going to open the tech tip report, fill out your name and grade level, and follow the instructions. You're going to teach 3 shortcuts to 2 other individuals. You're going to write the names of the individuals you taught them to and which shortcuts you taught to them, and observations made in the session. There are examples there of observations. You're going to save the tech tip report. This automatically saves, so you'll close it when you're done, and you will turn it in on Google Classroom. What you're going to do after this is determine from the rubric what you feel your level is. Do you feel you're an apprentice? Based on your knowledge, you're going to highlight your level, and you're going to go to your paint bucket under More, and you're going to change the color. So you'll only change it on one. Down here below, you're going to read and fill in the blanks here. Number 1 here is provided names of 2 individual shortcuts were taught to. You're going to place an X on that line. Identified the 3 shortcuts taught above. Place an X on that line. Included session observations. Was this new for them? Did they like learning it? Did you enjoy teaching it? As long as you fill that out above, you put an X. And I want you to also determine on this rubric where you feel you lie. So if you feel that you're a 4, student demonstrates a moderate amount of understanding about shortcuts, work is completed and accurate, you can choose a color. And at this point, since it automatically saves, you can close. And then you will have a section down below that will say turn in. If you accidentally turn in a report or a checklist before you mean to, you can go back and click on, I believe it says open. I'm forgetting since I don't see it right here on my screen, but you can click whatever it is turn in changes into. You can click on that and it will send it back to you in a sense. So you have the ability to edit and then turn back in again when you're done. So if there are any questions, please let me know as you begin your journey. Thank you, students.